So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. 2nd and 15. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Ready? Get the right. Right there in the middle. Get the
on play action, they'll throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready, 70 in there. Right there, 56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Go, go. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 57. Mike, 57.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Carter. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. Maher able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready, break. 52's the mic. Bring it. Bring it. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Go on. Go on. Kill. Kill. Ready, ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Young will set to throw. He's got a man, complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Brown. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Young. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Under 10, under 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brown. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd and 9, Young got a man. It's Brown. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Motion, motion.
From the red zone now, Young. And he's lapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Fair, fair. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Fight.
Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And again this time to the tailback. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go, go, go. Check, Mike 57, Mike 57.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28.
The Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. To throw, Young. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and run for it with Brown. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 67 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check safety. Watch the safety creep.
Hey. Hey. High 7.
52, right 52. Cut. Watch the twist.
Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
52 to mark, 52.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Where's 52? 52's the mic. Ricky. Check.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got you.
Yeah. 61, matchbox light.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
And watch that. And watch the ball.
Check 37. Check.
Hold. Hard, hard.
Double up, double up.
Let's go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hold. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, zoom.
All day. Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. Here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shift.
Hey, orbit. Get up.
Now a handoff looking right. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Mike 55.
Look at me. Door. Ready.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Push him back. Push him back. He's crossing. He's going. Match box.
Check 13. 13.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 35.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. To give him a couple on the catch, it's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, QB, come on.
Go.
Back to throw here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now back to throw. And this is caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
Break.
955. Hey, eat. In the face.
Hey, Wahoo.
Mike 55. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Deep grip.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Try to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Let's go.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, check Mike 50 to go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll look to throw now on first down. Pass incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Right back to Brown. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Looking to throw, Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Running right, here's Brown. And an alley to run. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Young. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll give it here to Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Check 3, check 3.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Slam, slam, slam. Check 26, check 26.
4th down, here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carter. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, check 57, Mike 57.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Mike 57. Pretty quiet, D. Pretty quiet. Yeah, Jim. This is the Mike. Watch 57. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Let it go.
One last shot for Jackson. Flush to his right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.